Hello there, and in this video we're going to look at not one piece of evidence about this Rwanda plan that might actually make you absolutely blow your top, but two pieces of information that might just blow your minds. First little bit is from the start, where the chair of the Home Affairs Select Committee, Dame Diana Johnson, wanted to ask about the financial side of this Rwanda plan.
In terms of the arrangements for payments, 120 million was paid to the Rwandan government when the memorandum was signed originally in April 2022. A further 20 million pounds has been given to the Rwandan government as well. So we're at 140 million.
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
Has anything else been given to the Rwandan government?
So there are additional payments each year, and ministers have decided that the way to keep you and other colleagues in Parliament updated is once a year to set out the total additional payments to the government of Rwanda, and we'll do that in the annual report and accounts. So the figures that you set out, the 120 million plus the 20 million, are the payments from the 2022 to 23 financial year. And then any payments in 23-24 we will announce in the normal way in the next annual report.
So further payments have been made?
Well, we will announce that in the normal way next summer.
Right. So we have to wait until the summer to find out if further payments have been made. You're not able just to say yes or no?
Well, I'm able to say that we will ensure transparency by setting out once a year what the total payments have been in the course of the last financial year, rather than giving a running commentary.
And if any payments were made, what would they be for?
They would be for a mixture of the migration and economic development partnership that the United Kingdom has with Rwanda, and the specific costs for housing the relocated asylum seekers in Rwanda.
So you're saying there could be some payments for housing, even though nobody's been sent to Rwanda yet?
The way that the agreement between the two governments is constructed is that there are some fixed costs, and there are other costs which depend on the number of people being relocated from the UK to Rwanda.
Okay, so the fixed cost for housing, if housing is sitting there available, you're saying that's a fixed cost, and there's probably, from what you're saying to me, an ongoing payment that would have to be made each year for that housing.
There are ongoing payments from the UK to Rwanda in terms of the partnership between the two countries, and then the other costs will depend on the number of people.
Could you just break that down as to what those costs would be that are in the memorandum?
Well, I think I've broken it down already into the two different types of payments. So firstly, the Economic Development Partnership, which is about the United Kingdom supporting the government of Rwanda in the economic development of Rwanda. And then secondly, the second type of payment is the...
Sorry, what does that mean?
Well, that means, for instance, the 120 million was an example of that. So that's payments that the UK makes to Rwanda in order for the government of Rwanda to build up their capacity and capability as a country.
Now, when our Sir Matthew Rycroft, Permanent Secretary for the Home Office, says not wanting to give a running commentary, made my ears prop up and take notice. He seemed very defensive, didn't he? Makes you question whether this well-beaten at spending other people's money government have really given the Rwanda government more of our money than they are basically letting on us to believe. What do you guys think? Just let me know down below. But evidence number 2. Now, our 30p Leenock. Yeah, I know. I don't understand. But it's what he was talking about that tweaked my interest.
We know that once the Rwanda scheme's working, hopefully working, that we will accept refugees in return, special cases of refugees. Could you please tell me, Mr. Mycroft, how many that would be and at what cost, and who pays for it?
So there's no number agreed with the government of Rwanda for that. But what you're referring to is the fact that, of course, if a Rwandan came across on a small boat or on any other illegal entry, they wouldn't be able to go back to Rwanda. No, it's those sorts of people.
I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to there is an agreement in place where we accept special cases that live in Rwanda that they can't cope with, maybe people with mental health problems or medical problems. So what is the number we expect, at what cost, and who pays for it?
So that's part of the partnership with the government of Rwanda, and I don't think that we've reached an agreement. I don't think we've got a number in mind.
You don't know.
But there isn't a number. Just as there isn't a number of the total number of people going to Rwanda.
So it could be 1 for 1.
It won't be 1 for 1.
So you do have a number.
We don't have a number.
Okay, well that's not very helpful.
So yes, they seem to know about this little section about the fact that we'll be taking refugees from Rwanda. Matthew Rycroft's replies gave me the air of just how badly this deal was organised, and it just seems to have been rushed through in a desperate attempt for a headline. And with our 30p Lennox behaviour, just gave me the air of the fact that he wants to blame the civil servants for this mess of a deal negotiated by this extreme Brexit Tory government. And when he asked if it would be like for like when it came to those special cases who they cannot cope with mental health issues or medical problems. So what's the point of the deal? Is it a deal to bring down immigration or not? It just seems a very expensive mess that was only ever needed just to get a headline and just to get the mouth frothers frothing at the mouth, I suppose. I don't know. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below and I shall just bid you farewell and take care, my friends.